Welcome to DeChain Daily News. We share the best news stories of the day to keep you informed of cryptocurrency and blockchain related headlines and events. Today is June the 29th, 2022. Our top headlines today will be about the European Council creating a regulatory entity for cryptocurrency. We'll see MakerDAO voting on using bonds to survive this bear market. Microstrategy is investing another $10 million in Bitcoin. And we're going to discuss North Korea's crypto losses, which could exceed $400 million. And then we'll have a market update on Bitcoin and Ethereum at the end of the show. To start off, the European Council creating regulatory entity for crypto. The European Council is creating the Anti-Money Laundering Authority. The regulatory body will have the authority to supervise high-risk and cross-border financial entities, including cryptocurrency firms. The European Parliament is also making progress toward overarching cryptocurrency regulation. We are putting an end to the wild, wild west of unregulated crypto, closing major loopholes in the European anti-money laundering rules, says European Parliament member Ernest Urtasun. The AMLA is expected to be fully operating by 2024. MakerDAO is voting on using bonds to survive this bear market. So MakerDAO, the creator of the DAI stablecoin, is voting on whether to use the $500 million of DAI in its treasury to purchase treasury bonds and corporate bonds. Moving into traditional finance to create additional yield is a huge step for MakerDAO. The DAO's decision to invest the large amount of funds is based on recommendations by several of its members who believe that deploying the unused funds could help boost the protocol's bottom line with minimal risk. Microstrategy is back in the news. Microstrategy is investing another $10 million in Bitcoin. The software company announced that it would buy another $10 million in Bitcoin despite having significant losses, some of which we reported last week. The company has spent over $3.98 billion on Bitcoin and owns 129,699,000 digital coins, according to statements from its CEO, Michael Saylor. Losses are up to $1.3 billion since the price of Bitcoin has fallen. It's estimated that they began their bullish strategy back when Bitcoin specifically was over $60,000. Last but not least, we're seeing North Korea in the news. North Korea's cryptocurrency losses could exceed $400 million. So North Korea has been one of the largest sovereign hackers of cryptocurrency. Earlier this year, the UN reported that the country has been using cryptocurrency to fund its nuclear program. More than 15 cases point back to North Korea, with an estimated $1.5 billion in stolen cryptocurrency assets, including the $552 million from the hack of Axie Infinity's Ronin Bridge. North Korea has an army of more than 7,000 hackers to finance the Democratic People's Republic of Korea and all of its interests. Let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin's price chart over the last few months. You can see that it's been very much one directional, heading lower. People had some hope last week as Bitcoin started to tick a little higher, but this week has proven to head back lower, and we'll see if it's going to retest that low of 18,000 or really if it's going to hold this $20,000 range. It did dip briefly below $20,000. You can see the low of the day was $19,980. So we'll see if it's going to hold this level and go ahead and climb higher. Certainly would feel a lot more positive if Bitcoin were able to go ahead and retest that 22,000 mark. At the moment, it's looking more like it's going to retest this 18,000 mark that it reached over the weekend. And a similar chart is Ethereum. You can see both of these charts have just headed in one direction. They've headed lower. Both looked a little stronger at the beginning of last week, but have been slowly but surely trailing off since then. At the time of this market snapshot, Ethereum was trading for $1,090. Again, we're hoping to see Ethereum push higher than $1,200 again, which might be an indication that it's at least going to hold its price or move higher. Of course, the fear is that it could go back to $900, which we saw last weekend. So that's it for tonight's show. Thank you so much for watching or listening. If you're catching this as a podcast, please do hit the subscribe button, hit the like button so that you can be kept abreast of our show every day, Monday through Friday. We look forward to having you join us tomorrow. Take care.